What's going on, everyone? Nick Gambaro here, Stephen Martinez, coming to you live here. We got a lot to discuss. The hockey, a lot in baseball, football, NFL football comes back tomorrow night. Chiefs Texans. We're gonna preview that one. We're going to get into a little bit of basketball and really whatever you guys want to discuss. We're also at 6:45. We're going to have a guest. My cousin John's going to come on. So another big sports nut like us. We're going to discuss some hockey with him, a little bit of baseball and football. Stephen, what's going on, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm just trying to get, everything all done and all the promotion stuff done for us. But in the meantime and between time, I managed to stumble on some news.
Okay.
So this is officially official. Steve Cohen is going to buy the Mets. The sale is expected to be foreclosed at the owners' meetings in November in Arizona. He's going to take full control of the New York Mets, and the total sale is for $4.5 billion. Yes, that's right, $4.5 billion. So, with that said, you're the Met fan in this equation. I have to ask, how are you feeling? How are the viewers feeling about that? That's a lot of money. There's no doubt about it. There's a lot of money. That's a lot of, revenue for the sport in a time where revenue isn't great. So with that, I want to ask you, the Met fan, how are you feeling about this?
I'm happy as long as it fully happens. I know what you're reporting. I know it's expected to happen in a couple months. But I'm waiting till that November day when the pen officially hits paper and, okay, the Mets are yours.
Okay,
then I will be ecstatic. But until then, I'm happy, but I'm still, waiting.
Fair point. But before we get going, let me just plug this for my brother Mike. If you guys are looking for insurance, if you guys are looking for life insurance and you need some help with that, and you're looking for, a quote, or you want somebody to look at your life insurance policy, or you're looking for a life insurance policy, go see Big Michael Rosato. He got you covered. He'll look at your numbers. He'll crunch some numbers for you, and he'll get you the best deal possible. So go see Michael Rosato right now for your latest insurance news, and if you need anything. So, Big Mike, that's for you. At the very top of the show, we had to plug it for you, and we got you guys covered on that front. I'll plug it again at the end of the show, just so you guys know where to find him. He's at Michael Rosato on Facebook. So if you need any more information, please DM him, and he'll be more than happy to help you out. Best news the Mets have gotten in a long time, man. And hey, man, if you're a Met fan, this is a day of jubilee. And we all get it. You're the cynical one. We get it. We get it. Because you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop and for people to be like, it fell through. I got it. You're the Met fan. We get it. We get it. I'm not mad at it. Feel how you feel about it. But even in your pessimistic view, because I'm pessimistic, this gotta be some sort of good news for you guys.
No, absolutely it is. And it's looking, everything's looking up for us. I mean, not really with this season, but in terms of Cohen and new ownership, absolutely.
Right.
He's going to bring in, who knows, the players he could bring in. I mean, the Mets fans have never seen anything like this before happen to our franchise. So it is exciting. And I'm not saying, listen, Met fans, if you want to celebrate, if you want to already, jump for joy, go ahead. I'm happy too hearing these good things, but I still, I'm kind of like reserved in my excitement because I was that way with Belmont and the Islanders getting the arena. I'm like, until that actual announcement day comes, then, I'll jump around and celebrate, so to speak.
As you should. I get the pessimistic view totally. I'm a Knicks fan, for crying out loud. If anybody gets pessimism, it's me. Um, Look, to be fair, this is finally. It feels like a new beginning for the Mets. It feels like something new. It feels fresh. It feels as though um, things are finally starting to get right in terms of the franchise rebuilding its reputation, ready to spend money, ready to attract big free agents. And honestly, listen, it's good for the city when the Mets are good. And I've said this several times before, and people get mad at me for it. I don't care. It's better for the city when the Mets are good. It's better for the show when the Mets are good, because then that means that this poor soul is going to actually watch some baseball, and I won't be alone in a lurch. Oh my God, can we watch some baseball now? The 7 inning stuff you talk about, we'll
That's
table,
still gotta happen for me to be fully invested.
we'll table that for another time.
Yes.
But as far as this goes, you gotta
That's
be
a big step one for me. That's for sure.
You gotta be feeling really good about
Big dog to come back. That's step one.
Hey, this is the very first step to what could be first of many important steps. And listen, this finally feels like both the Wilpons and Steve Cohen are getting ready to finish this off. So, and I've been covering this since it broke last winter. So we're finally getting close to a resolution. Football's back. We'll talk about that in a second, Kayla. We'll talk about that in a second. I'm in a very you know what?
I know that. I mean, who knows? Maybe not my lifetime. Maybe one day it'll happen.
No, but if you look at the ratings have been up for doubleheaders because the games aren't that long. So
right, it's like 2.5 hours, which is nice. I'm just saying, but again, like you said, that's another conversation for another day or debate for another day.
Right. But I gotta be honest with you. I'm very ooh,
that would be sick.
That's a unique idea there, AJ.
Yeah, like a shootout in hockey. I like that idea.
And I'm not, I'm a purist, so for me to be all in on this idea, that's pretty good. I'm pretty amenable to whatever it is, as long as we get ratings and the sport continues to grow and we can get this guy back. I'm all for it. Really quickly though, speaking of baseball and getting people back, a lot of big call-ups this year. Mike Cameron's son, Des Cameron. Yes, Mike Cameron's son. You feeling old yet? The son.
I remember when he was on the Mets.
The son of former Mets center fielder Mike Cameron, Des Cameron, is making his big league debut with the Tigers tonight.
Wow.
Feel old, folks. Feel old because we are feeling it right now. That's amazing. You remember Mike Cameron when
he was one of my favorites when he was a Met.
He was a Mariner too. He was on that 2001 team that won 116 games. That lineup was sick. Friggin'
unreal.
Yeah, that's very WBCS.
That too, I like that. The runner at second.
Listen, it makes the game go faster, and you need to figure out ways to make the games go faster, especially when you want to create viewers, you want to create more listenership and viewership and people following you. So anything that creates that, I'm all for it. I just hope that it happens, it doesn't take too much integrity from the game. But yeah, you got a couple of different call-ups. Casey Mize, another star-studded call-up from the Tigers. They made 2 gigantic call-ups. Nobody's bunting. Everybody's trying to hit the 2-run jack. Nobody's bunting. Hell no. This is the era of launch angle. If we ain't launching, we ain't winning. Look, I'm very I'm very I'm kind of iffy on the extra inning rule because I think you should earn the runs that you score, but I get why people are doing it just because it's like, we want to get this over with. I'm cool. If you want to do it that way, that's cool. But let me get your thoughts on something really quickly because we've talked about this and well, that's because Joe Girardi's a baseball man. Most organizations don't bunt nowadays. The bunt is like an outlier compared to baseball in past years. When the Cardinals were playing on like AstroTurf and in the '80s, and it was all speed. Now it's all about hitting double or the home run in the gap. So it's changed. But Joe Girardi's a baseball man, and he was a catcher, which also helps. But I'm very curious on your thoughts about something
Okay.
because I was thinking about this. Now that Steve Cohen is going to take over the Mets from what it looks like, and from what it sounds like. So here's the thing. Would you that's great. You know what? I'm for that. Or I'm for some form of that. It'll make it more entertaining. Um would you entertain the idea of trading Jacob deGrom even when Cohen takes over? Because you don't know how long it's going to take for him to rebuild the franchise. Would you be amenable to trading of Jacob deGrom?
Yeah. If he can't bring in a bunch of guys to, if he can't build a championship team right when he comes in, then you got to think about rebuilding.
That's going to be hard to do,
You
bro.
think about trading a DeGrom. You think about trading a Pete Alonso. Yep, I said it.
I wouldn't trade Pete. I would let Pete
maybe DeGrom.
DeGrom because he's older and he's still at the top of his game. I would think about it from the standpoint that look, who knows? Like you said, when he comes in, how long is it going to take for him to spend his money for free agents to want to flock to the franchise? Your front office has to be redone. So I think that changes the conversation a little bit. But if the White Sox called you and told you, we'll put together a package of Eloy Jimenez, Roberto Lopez, and maybe something else, I'm trading Jacob deGrom right now because it gives me some young flexibility for the future. I think the Mets have to be open to all possibilities, especially when Jacob's getting up in age. He's not getting any younger. He's getting older. Now, granted, is he still one of the elite pitchers in the game? Yeah, but windows in baseball, championship windows are very small. So I would at least consider it and see what I can get back, especially because you don't know when Cohen's going to be allowed to start spending his money.
Right.
So that's the only thing that I'm concerned with. As we wait for John to hop on, because it's 6:45, so I'm waiting to see if he hops on. I mean, they should. It's smarter if you do. Big Dog, do me a favor, text your cousin and see where he's at. I mean, it's hard. I'm not saying it's not a hard proposition, but you at least have to consider the possibility, especially because he's up in age and he's kind of, you don't know how good he's going to be when the franchise themselves turns the corner. That's going to be the interesting thing. I would try to turn Jacob deGrom into, some young prospects to rebuild the organization. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for the sun, the moon, and the stars, then yeah. But if you're just trying to rebuild the organization, because they gutted their farm system with this Diaz and Cano deal, you traded arguably one of the best young center fielders in the game. So it's kind of disconcerting if I'm a Met fan. I would kind of think about it depending on what you would get back in terms of value, because that's my biggest thing. You know me, I'm all about the value.
Yep.
If it means that we can get value back, if it means I can rebuild my farm system, I'm all for that. Johnny boy,
Skip, what's up?
What's up? So how you guys doing?
Good, you?
Good.
What's going on, man?
Nothing.
Ready to talk some sports?
Thank you for hopping on with us, man. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
All right. First question I gotta ask you. As Emilio says, he can see a New York's baseball arm race. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Both teams in New York fighting for some free agents. That'd be interesting. I'd be all for that. Now I gotta ask you, off the rip, how are you holding up there, buddy? It's been a rough 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Are you feeling any different about the team? Are you feeling any worse about the team? Where are you at with the New York Yankees right now?
Well, their bullpen's kind of bad right now. Ottavino's not doing his job. Green's not doing his job. Chapman's not doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
We're falling apart. No hitting.
Mm-hmm.
When the offense comes up big, then the bullpen sucks. When the bullpen comes up big, and then the offense sucks. We lose either way. It's just.
I think the key for me right now is they're not very consistent on both ends of the baseball right now.
Yeah.
I look at it and I'm like J-Happ pitched his heart out yesterday. Gave you 7 and a third innings, 10 Ks, threw 114 pitches, and you still lost 2-1 because the offense didn't hit. That kind of hurts me because I'm like, we've been saying J-Happ is one of the major problems. J-Happ said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and shove, and he did, and they did nothing. They did nothing with it, and I'm like, for the love of
only a sack fly.
What? Oh,
yeah.
John, how much of a chance do you still give them to make the playoffs this year? More than 50% or less than 50? Or 50% chance?
30.
Wow.
Maybe 20. I don't know. I have no belief in this team anymore. It's I don't know. Stefan, what do you say?
I don't think they make it. I'm not giving them no shot. I'm not even going to put a percentage on it.
0?
They're bad.
Yeah, they are bad.
They're bad. And to be honest with you, everybody's dealing with injuries. Like I read the story today in The Athletic. 4 out of the 5 starters in Atlanta are out. Max Fried on the DL with a rib cage issue. Mike Soroka tore his Achilles. Just half their team is out with injuries.
Yeah,
and I'm
crazy.
like, they're still in first place. So, granted, you can tell me all about the injuries. You can tell me that it plays a part, and it does. But Gary Sanchez hitting 120, 125, that's unexcusable. It's horrible.
Yeah.
You're not getting
Kratz
production from Hicks.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, Kratz is hitting like crazy. Kratz, I love him. He's hitting like 300.
I mean, yeah, but Kratz is how old is Kratz?
I know.
He's almost 40.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say something right now. This may break a little news. I may be in the minority when I say this, but I want to trade Aaron Judge and Gary Sanchez to the highest bidder for some prospects.
Maybe Gary Sanchez, but I love Aaron Judge.
Yeah, Judge is a little extreme.
Judge. You know why I want to trade Aaron Judge? He can't stay on the field.
Hurt. Yeah.
He can't stay on the field, and there's no way I'm.
But then would teams take him because of that?
With his talent, teams will take him. If you got somebody desperate for a big bat in the middle of the lineup, like if I called the Indians right now and said, I'll give you Aaron Judge for a pitcher, they do that. Oh, really?
Oh, he's a Philly guy?
Really? That's good to know. Thank you, Kayla. I wasn't aware of that. No, but I seriously consider it. I know that sounds blasphemous if you're a Yankee fan, but I'm at the point where I'm not giving Aaron Judge no real money because I don't know if I can trust him to stay on the field for 120 games a year, let alone 140 or 150 games. He can't stay on the field.
Yeah.
So, and if I'm the Yankees, the Yankees ain't giving him no real money. The Yankees aren't doing that. So what I would do right now is I'd trade him. You can't trade him right now, but let's say he has – this is what I hope. He comes back the last week of the regular season, and he comes back for the last week of the regular season. He gets hot. Let's say they make the playoffs. They get on a run. He has a decent playoffs. I flip him this winter for something. While it's still fresh in everybody's mind, I'd trade him.
John, who would you trade Gary Sanchez for, and to what team?
I don't know.
I got the perfect team.
We need a pitcher. Yeah. I got the
perfect team. It might not get you a pitcher, but it might get you something else that you might be looking for. If I could trade Gary Sanchez, hear me out on this. If I could trade Gary Sanchez plus maybe one or two prospects to Colorado for Nolan Arenado, I'd do that.
Yeah. But he just signed a huge deal extension with that. I don't know if he's gonna leave.
I mean, he might if they continue to play bad.
And how many more superstars do you really need?
No, I mean that's just a thought. It's a thought. Listen, I'm at the point where
Cash might go for it.
He might. Listen, if you don't think he's trying, Brian Cashman's one of the most
driving up to Buffalo to talk to the team.
Right. Nah, I would listen. You don't think so, but I think they consider trading him if they know they can't get no value for him. Like the Yankees are savages. We have no loyalty to anything. We have no loyalty. They'll trade me for a bag of balls. Me for free. It's about winning. Bag of peanuts. Listen, the way he's playing right now, we can't even get the 99-cent store brand bag of peanuts for him.
Man, he's been that bad this year.
Look at his average. It says it all.
Help me out, John.
And his defense, he's so lazy.
Yo, Emilio's been yelling this for like 4 years. 4 years he's been yelling, yo, this guy has no motor. He's a bum. I'm done. Emilio's been yelling this for years. See, Nick, the problem is Yankee fans aren't in the playoffs. They just want to bring – you know what? Maybe that's the problem, AJ. Maybe you're right. Maybe that's it. Preferably – and you asked me a good question yesterday, Big Dog, which I had to sit there and think about. Maybe the superstars are the problem. Maybe you bringing in too much talent just alleviates or just heightens the level of they have to be good because look who they have.
I don't know. I mean, do you guys think – you're the Yankee fans. Do you think growing homegrown talent is better or just buying superstars?
Nah.
In all seriousness,
growing homegrown talent is better. You know why?
Have one of the best, right? Minor league systems.
The farm system still deep. It's still deep. You know what I mean? You got guys like Clark Schmidt coming up, and we seen Michael King the other day, and so you still have
Garcia.
Weapons.
John, what do you think? What's
about
approach?
What do you would you trade for superstars, or you like homegrown guys?
I like homegrown guys actually. And I mean, I get what Stefan's saying, trade Aaron Judge, because Harper left the Nationals and they just won a World Series without him, so they didn't need him. I don't think the Nationals needed Harper.
You never know.
Here's the interesting thing about trading a superstar. Now, is
Gleyber just hit a home run.
Did the world end? Did the world end? The world ended. Holy crap. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hell froze over. They scored some runs.
Yeah,
They scored some runs.
he's been struggling too. He's been really struggling since he got off the injury. Well, before the injury
Yeah, I'm
too.
telling you, they'll trade me for a 6-pack of Greg Goose, the big. Listen, man, it's no joke.
What's up, Alan?
Oh yeah, all right. Don't even do that. But
Fighting words.
AJ, hold on. I'm gonna let you have your say. I'm gonna. You know what? Just because I want to be a gracious host, I appreciate the banter. Has Garrett Cole been Cy Young worthy this year? No, he hasn't. I won't even sit there and disagree with you. You're 100% right. See, this is the thing about me and most Yankee fans. Most Yankee fans would have gotten upset with that comment and said, "Well, Garrett Cole Cy Young quality." Not this year. Not this year.
I mean,
He's been
overall,
very-
he has been in his career.
I think
Yeah, but-
Tanaka has a lower ERA than him this year.
Wow.
Alan,
What's
what's up, boy?
Go ahead.
And we'll end it with this. If they don't make the playoffs, that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm all for whatever it is. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not gonna pull out my hair. There's too much other stuff to be concerned with right now. Football's coming back. I'm gonna get to watch Duke play basketball this year. It's just there's too much stuff to be worried about. If they make it, they make it. I'll be along for the ride. If they don't, they don't. It's not the end of the world for me.
The 60-game season's not built for them.
See, but this is the pro, and I agree with him because I said that to you from the jump. What here? What? I think honestly, he makes a great point because honestly, I think the Yankees are too big. I look at their size. They're just what is this? What here? What do you mean? I'm lost.
I have hair.
I'm lost. I will say this. I think what needs to happen though in the next couple seasons is we need to see some improvement based on this whole medical staff got to go as far as I'm concerned. The whole medical staff needs to be gutted again and rehired again. We'll see where we go from there. But enough of the Yankee talk, enough of the baseball talk. I want to move on to some football.
Yes, football.
Because you are the
Wait, can I make one more point about the Yankees?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you
All
see
right,
me going
Then I
bald?
gotta ask you a Jet question.
You see me going bald, AJ? That means I ain't got no hair left. They're doing it
All
to
right,
me.
Stefan, you think we trade Brett Gardner?
I think they let him go at the end of the year.
Yeah, he has a 1-year deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
So
He's up right now. He's gonna strike out probably.
Probably.
Oh, ground out.
Oh wow, he hit the ball. It's a miracle.
let's talk Jets for a minute.
Let's go, Jets.
Yes. We went through the schedule, me and you, right? We have a difference of opinion, which is all good. I love that, you got the positivity going on. You got the
I never
Jets.
have positivity.
No, you never did. That's true. But now you're coming around, which is great.
Yeah.
But I don't see it. But I want to ask you. You had the Jets, I think, because we spoke yesterday. You said 8-8 or 9-7.
Or 7-9.
Okay, so one of those.
Yeah.
What do you see from this Jet team?
I think Hogan steps up. Our new receiver, Chris Hogan. I think Sam steps up and the offensive line steps up because the offensive line is basically all new. And then defense, Mosley's out. That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, the defense being depleted is one thing that I'm concerned about.
Yeah, and Adams.
No Mosley, yep.
Yeah, the defense is going to be rough, but I think our offense is good.
Yeah, the offense is going to be intriguing because you have Gore now and you have Bell. Now are you going to maybe – is Gase going to sometimes maybe have Bell on the outside and make him a receiver in certain plays?
And I think if we had a different coach, we would be way better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because all these screens on third down and like 50 and all these runs on third down like 20, like it's like crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting to watch. I mean, they really have no receiver help. I mean, Hogan's a good point that you made because he came from New England. Although a lot of Jet players that come from New England don't end up working out, except for Curtis Martin, who turned out to be a Hall of Famer. But who knows? Hogan could work, maybe be a security blanket for Donald. Jamison Crowder to me is like a number 3. Alan, I'm curious what you think because you're a Washington football fan. He was with you guys for a while. What do you think of Jamison Crowder? And also, too, the Denzel Mims, the guy we drafted, not really sure about him yet. We'll have to see. I mean, I don't know, John. Can you see like Bell maybe playing at the wide receiver position in some type of scheme?
Yeah.
And just have Gore do a lot of the work in the backfield?
Not really Gore because he's like 100. So I don't think Gase is going to put him in a lot. But I think Bell's going to do most of the work. Bell's going to get a lot of screens with Gase because he loves the screens and the runs.
Very, very much, which drives me insane.
It's annoying. Like 3rd and 10, you do a screen, and it's like, and you get like 2 yards, and then you punt again. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, it's frustrating. They got to use Bell more. They have to.
That first game against Buffalo last year, they used Bell a lot, and we were in the lead 16-0. He scored 2 touchdowns, I think. It was like 16-0, I think. And they came all the way back, the Bills. So.
I think the offensive line will certainly help Darnold. I think that's one thing that will improve. He won't get as sacked or hit as much. I just don't see, because of the defense is so deteriorated, the wide receivers, I really, I don't see much with that core. Again, we still have to see it put together. I mean, you still have Chris Herndon, but the Jets haven't had really a great tight end in a long, long time. So I just don't see with the Jets how they're going to improve. Again, I totally hope I'm wrong, and you're right. You are good at predicting, John. You have in the past predicted on things, and they have come true. So I'm hoping.
And bold predictions, too.
Yes, and bold predictions. So maybe Jets could get a 7 seed. I don't think so.
I don't think they're making the playoffs. I just said like 7 and 9, 8 and 8, 9 and 7. That's it. Maybe if they're lucky. I don't know. I don't think they're making the playoffs.
We'll have to see.
All right. Can I pour cold water all on this Jet love fest? Can I just destroy this? Are you guys done?
Yeah.
I love you guys, but I gotta pour cold water on. It's time. This has been fun, but it's time. You have no wide receiver. None. You have no number 1 wide receiver. Mims has a lot of potential, but I got to see it. Till I see it, I can't call it. What's up, Big Joe? Foul Player. Foul Playland on
What's
YouTube.
What's up, Joe?
Go subscribe to the channel right now. Your man is a beast. 6 and 10 for the Jets. That's fair. I got him at 5 and 11.
Yeah,
all right?
5 and 11, 6 and 10 at best.
Let me be very clear with what I'm about to say, so I don't offend anybody or I don't piss anybody off, because we love you guys. But if you think you're getting 7 wins from this Jet team, we need to go back to school and learn how to do some math. Because where in the hell you get 7 wins from, and not just you, John, I'm not picking on you, because there's a lot of pundits out there that see the Jets and go, if this goes right, it could work. That there's a lot of ifs.
Knowing the Jets, who knows? Maybe it could happen, because we want Gates out so bad, right? We want bad, and then they go 7 and 9 again, right?
Listen, the fact of the matter is, as long as Adam Gates is the head coach of the New York Jets, you're gonna win 4 to 5 games a season. Here's the thing I see. You said you see Le'Veon Bell doing most of the work. I see the exact opposite. Le'Veon Bell's gonna be turned into a slot receiver, a receiver that gets passes on second and 8, 3rd and 6. But I don't see him being a major part of the running game. And here's why. They brought in Frank Gore for a reason. Whether you want to believe it or not, Frank Gore played for Adam Gase in Miami. They built the relationship.
Yeah.
There's ulterior.
Gore loves Adam Gase. I don't know how, but he loves.
There's ulterior motives. And here's the thing. I'm going to ask this question again. Who's Sam Darnold throwing to? And don't give me Jamison Crowder. Don't give me Chris Herndon. Don't give me Chris Hogan. Don't do that. Because you look around the NFL, all the great teams have explosive wide receivers. There's not even a Tyreek Hill on this football team. Can Denzel Mims be that guy? Hopefully. Crowder's a number 3 on a good team. Crowder's a 3 on a good team. He ain't no number 1, that's for sure. And here's the problem. In the NFL now, it's a passing league. It's a passing league. And
that was a good one, AJ. I'll give you that. That's a good one.
It is a good
AJ,
one.
you know what? You getting a special shout out on the book after this for that one. That was good. Here's the thing, fellas. We know y'all Jet fans. I understand that. I know what waters I'm walking into. It's gangrene city over here. I feel y'all. I ain't mad at it. Party on. But I got to tell you, you know and I know, because you even admitted this, big dog. As long as Adam Gase is the coach, they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Just for the reasons John pointed out.
Yeah.
You're still doing screens like it's 2012. Nobody runs screens anymore. This ain't the read option. You ain't got Tim Tebow in the backfield. This ain't Michael Vick. What are we doing over here? You're running screens? Come on. For the love.
In Madden 21, they worked.
But not in real life. Not in real life.
Yeah, I know.
So while I love the optimism, because I used to be this way, and then God said, you know what, son? Yes, it already is obsolete.
Yeah.
It already
It's
is.
gonna be flag football in like 10 to 20 years. I don't even think they'll be tackle football.
It already is flag football. You hit somebody, you getting flagged.
Yeah.
You breathe on somebody wrong in the NFL today, they flagging you. Oh, that's a misconduct. That's bad for the game. We have to call it 15 yards. It's ridiculous. Here's the problem. The running back, who was the running back that the Rams went to a couple years ago? Was it C.J. Anderson? Came off his couch in like week 15 or week 16.
Yeah.
And your man did work. Todd Gurley was on the bench looking like, what? Oh, yeah, the Giants are a disaster. Giants.
They're going like 2-14.
If the Giants win 2 games, I swear I will get up and I will try to run laps. I'll probably fall on my face for trying, but I'll try. I really would try, but it ain't happening. The New York Giants are bad.
Yes.
And as long as I'm sorry, and as long as Dave Gettleman's the general manager, it's gonna be bad. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be horrific. You know,
my boy Pat Mahomes.
Oh,
Skip, what do you think of this game tomorrow night, Texans Chiefs?
Chiefs, baby, Pat Mahomes.
What score?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, you want bold? Let me get a bold prediction. Your boys going back to back?
I
don't know, man.
31-17.
Okay, wow. I could see that.
Wow,
And the
okay.
Chiefs going back to back, right? You think Super Bowl?
Yeah, but I don't know if they're winning in the Super Bowl.
A 2-yard run. Stop, Joe. Stop. That's mean. That's mean, Joe. That's mean. Oh, that's so mean. Look, at the end of the day, am I feeling confident in both New York football teams right now? I am not. But if any, the Jets have the talent or semi-talent to make it interesting. But I don't think they're good enough to make an extended. I think by week 8, Jet season's over. Is that fair, big dog?
Yeah, or even sooner than that. I think week 8's being nice.
Yeah, but I think they have a kind of easier schedule in the beginning than they have at the end.
Yeah, they do have easier schedule, right? Early, and then it gets really hard late because you got to go to the West Coast. You got Seattle, Kansas City, LA.
Yeah.
They got tough matchups. Patriots in prime time, which we always know how that turns out. Even with or without Brady.
Nah, you can't. Nah, you can't. I'm sorry, Caleb, but where I come from, there is no fate. As the great Joe B.
Taylor's sticking up for us because she's a fan of an underdog. She knows.
As the great Joe B. once said, hope. Hope. They ain't got no hope. This is my team. I root for them. I love them, but hope. You want me to have hope? Okay. I mean, man. All right. Stop, AJ. Stop.
The Dallas fan coming out. Here we go, AJ.
Dallas.
You and I both know that they're gonna be. It's gonna be week 17. They're gonna be playing for the division. Zeke is gonna fumble it at like the 2-yard line, and it's gonna be the story in Dallas. The same old story. We had the talent.
Yeah, but I got them winning the division pretty easily.
That's because the division is horrible.
Taylor, I'm sorry, but I think Dallas got this.
Listen, Dallas should get 11 wins just off the rip. Off the rip, they should get 11 wins. 10-6 because I'm being nice to Caleb.
Skip, but you got them winning the division too, or you got the Eagles?
No, not the Eagles. I say 10-6 or 11-5.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, the Ravens.
Well, I gotta see Lamar win a playoff game first before I even predict them.
You want me to make a bold prediction?
Yes. Though? Tell us.
Cowboys don't make it through the first round.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. I got an even bolder prediction for you. They get to I'll give you this. I'll stipulate they get to the AFC Championship game because I'm being nice to AJ.
Oh no, you're not serious, are you? That they get to the NFC Championship game.
I mean, they got the talent if they pay Dak and stop being stupid.
They're not better than Seattle, San Fran, Tampa,
Saints. Oh no.
The Saints are overrated. Yeah. I'm sorry, but the Saints are overrated. Till I see Drew Brees win a playoff game on the road outside of the dome, hey, that's fair too.
That's your opinion.
Any hope for the Redskins? Chase Young, and more Chase Young. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up.
I just think the Eagles aren't that good, and I think Carson Wentz is overrated. But that's me.
That's just. I mean, we're all entitled to that. We're all entitled to. I don't think Seattle's overrated.
Seattle's overrated. I don't think so.
I think they're underrated.
I think I don't think they get talked about enough because we give San Francisco all this love, we give Tampa all this love, but we act like Russell Wilson didn't win a chip before. The dude is. I mean, don't do that.
I think
don't just disrespect him like he didn't do work.
I think Russell Wilson's the second best QB in the NFL right now. Pat Mahomes and then Russell Wilson. Lamar's not that.
That's fair.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Really? Alex, welcome to the club, man. You really scared?
What time's the game? 8.
8 o'clock. We're gonna get into the Islanders. Right, let's go Islanders.
Real quick, I got one more question for John, and then
And
we
James,
move
that's
on.
a bold prediction. Cowboys in the Super Bowl. That's bold. Look at John's face. I agree, Skip.
All right.
The Cowboys ain't even close. Gonna be close.
Maybe in like
so
3 years.
let me get a bold prediction from you, Skip, because I'm super curious what you think, and you know you're the football. You and Big Dog are the football aficionados on this show. I'm just a buffoon from Brooklyn that just likes football but doesn't know enough about it. But I'll ask this. I think if you want to know the truth, I think there's 3 storylines you need to pay attention to. Number one, what happens in Dallas is going to be crucial to what happens for the rest of the football season. What happens in Dallas with Dak and his contract? Dak and his contract are the story for me in Dallas. Because if they don't get that done, then relationships are already strained, frayed, and people aren't happy. What happens with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay? Because if Green Bay says, you know what, we're just gonna roll with Jordan Love, we don't see nothing with Aaron, then that becomes another storyline because I feel like we know what the playoffs are gonna be. We have a general idea of what we have a general idea of what we have a general idea of what it might look like, but I just have a feeling that those 3 quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, and I throw another one out there. What happens to oh Jesus! What happens to there's another quarterback that I just had in the brain that left me. Anyway, let's just go with those 2. Let's just say one of them get traded, and it changes the whole landscape of the league. Like this is what I'm looking for because we already know Tampa's making the playoffs. Seattle's probably going to be a wild card. San Francisco's making the playoffs. Dallas or the Eagles flip-flop it either way. One of those 2 teams are winning the division. The AFC is interesting to me because I like Buffalo right now better than I like New England. And I know the scarred Jet fan in you is going to go, that's not right. That's not right. But there's something about Buffalo, the team, the defense, the way that they're built. I just like them right now. And they were talking about this on NFL Live. Who other than Julian Edelman is Cam Newton throwing to? Who's he throwing to?
You said it. You got Cam as your quarterback, and you got Bill Belichick as your coach.
Who is Cam throwing to though? Bill Belichick can't go out there and run routes. He can't catch passes. Who's he throwing to?
I agree. They really don't have that many receivers, but I think they're going to make it work in New England, man.
Buffalo's too deep.
I got to see Josh Allen win a playoff game or a big game for that matter.
Yeah, but Josh Allen, what's he in his second year?
About the Bills' defense all you want, but I'm not believing in all the hype.
Well, Cam Newton ain't Tom Brady. Let's just get that squared out the way.
He ain't even close.
All right, then. So that's why it becomes normal because you had Michael Jordan, and now you're getting Carmelo. Still a great player, but he ain't Brady. He's not even in the same stratosphere. So that's why I gotta give Buffalo the edge. Have to. Just because, first of all, Cam hasn't been able to stay on the football field last couple seasons. All right, we both shoulder, ankle, hip.
You know him being with New England, that's all gonna change.
See, but that's just you being a scarred Jet fan. I'm sorry, but I gotta call it like I see it.
I think Buffalo wins the division too.
I agree. Yeah,
by
and
like 1 game Buffalo wins it or
2. I'll give you 2.5. Seattle won the chip, and they put. That's a fair point by you, James. See, but I'm going to go the other way with San Francisco. I think San Francisco is a good team with a good defense, and Jimmy Garoppolo's an average quarterback. If we could go the other way. Yeah, New England has Edelman, who's like, what, 60? I mean, come on. Like, Buffalo is their head and shoulders above everybody in that division, including New England. Listen, New England's going to be decent. If they're lucky, they'll win 9 games. But I don't see them beating the world unless there's some magical wide receiver that we don't know about that's coming off the practice squad that lights it up. Now, in your world, you're probably thinking, you know what? That'll probably happen because that's what we've seen for the last 20 years. But it's a different world. It's a different world. It's 2020, baby. The world is operating very differently.
Stephen.
Maybe the Jets do make the playoffs after all if it's 2020. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you never know. Maybe Adam Gase wins Coach of the Year.
All right, so that's going a little. That's beyond extreme.
Stephen.
By the way, Mike Evans is questionable with a soft tissue injury.
Wow.
Don't know if he's gonna play tomorrow night. What's up, John? I'm sorry, I just had to update you guys on that.
LeMahieu just hit a bomb.
Well, that's the best player on the Yankees.
I was gonna say that should be the only good play you guys got right now.
Well, Voigt's good.
And
right
Voigt
now.
too.
Yeah, Luke Voigt, but he got a hobbled foot. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop where he has like a plantar fasciitis and can't play the rest of the year.
And one more point.
Back by Jimmy G. I don't know if Cam's the solution though. I don't
think
know.
Jimmy G's a solid quarterback. He's not great, but I think he's solid.
Listen, Jimmy Garoppolo is the perfect quarterback for what they need. He's not going to win you the game. Just don't screw the game up because the defense is going to do enough and the running game is going to do enough where if you just stay in your lane and just get George Kittle the ball and get this one the ball, we'll be all right.
So he's like the Mark Sanchez from like 09, 2010, basically.
There you go, your boy, James. Your boy, the Sanchez. Your boy.
In his world, one of the greatest QBs in Jet history. Although statistically, he actually is.
Excuse me while I go barf. Excuse me while I go barf. But I'm gonna go barf. Excuse me.
He did take us to 2 championship games. So
the defense in that running game took you to 2 championships. Don't do that.
But I'm saying he was part of that.
Don't do that.
You like to just, really ruin the Jets. You really just, I think you hate us deep down. You don't like it.
I don't hate you. I have no ill will towards the Jets. But if you get a competent quarterback,
now you're a Brown fan, so now you're gonna start hating AFC teams. I know your game.
Yeah. Well, y'all ain't the Ravens, so y'all good with me. Like Lamar, I already hate him.
Buff yeah, and I was there for that.
All right. We can't bring up James's man crush because then he's gonna get all upset. I'm sorry.
Let's talk Islanders, the best team in New York right now.
Wait. One more point.
Go ahead.
Back to baseball. The Blue Jays they're gonna be really good the next 5 years. Biggio, Guerrero's gonna do good.
All right, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on because I've been yelling this about the Blue Jays for the past 3 seasons. Big dog, can I get some?
I'm gonna have nightmares.
Can I get some love on that Blue Jay comp? I've been yelling about the Toronto Blue Jays for the past 3 seasons.
It's gonna show.
I'm just saying
this year and the next.
I'm just saying, and the Orioles ain't too far behind them either. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We're gonna
the days of the Yankees dominating the AL East, those days are done. Those days are over. It's finished.
I think that's a little dramatic, but we'll see.
The Orioles are right behind us a game.
Thank you.
We're done. Our dynasty.
I'd love that if the Yankees fell, but
that Blue Jay lineup, I'm having a migraine just thinking about that lineup. And Bo Bichette's not even healthy yet.
Yeah, and
if Bo Bichette gets healthy, oh my god,
crazy! It's like a second generation team. All their sons.
And we haven't. Yo, they got this first baseman that's down there in the minor league. Yeah. Nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out on all this Yankee fandom. Nah, I'm out. Toronto's good. Tampa. People sleeping on the Rays like the Rays can't win the whole thing. Just saying. To the Islanders though. Speaking of
Yes.
Tampa, beautiful segue. We're gonna let Big Dog go in about 15 minutes. Can you give me 15 more minutes, Big Dog? Can I get that out of you?
Yes.
All right. So, John, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for the craziness.
This is fun right
Welcome. Yeah.
Big Zach, what's good, brother? How are you, man?
here. What's up, Zach? All right. Skip. Islanders.
I have a very interesting question for him first before you get on your own tangent. I have to ask. If the Islanders win tonight, in DC, Alan, he's in your neck of the woods, buddy. Wow, look at this. If the Islanders win tonight, let's say they win tonight, okay, and you get it even at 1-1, are you feeling a lot more confident, or you still playing it by ear, John and Nick? John, I want to hear from you first. What do you think about your boys rolling into Game 2 tonight?
I think they're gonna be furious, and they're gonna beat them. They're gonna beat them by like 2 or over.
Okay.
And it's gonna be 1-1, and they're gonna be confident and win. They're gonna win the next one, but I don't know about the fourth
You
game.
think it's going 7 games?
I was right the last time, right? So I went
You are.
7 games.
Isles in 7.
6.
All right, what do you got? What do you got, Big Dog? What do you got?
Actually, 7 or 6. I don't know.
I got Isles in 6.
Yeah, maybe me too.
I got Tampa in 5.
Of course you do.
You said this last time, and what?
He hates that team, John. You don't like the Jets. You don't like the Islanders.
It's not that I don't hate you. That I hate your team. I gotta be different. You can't just. It can't be an Islander love fest.
In 5, though. In 5.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. You know why I say in 5? I just look at Tampa. Tampa's loaded, man. Tampa has weapons all over the place. They and the thing about them is they don't take plays off. With the Islanders, you know this happens during the Islanders during the course of the season. They take portions of periods and games off, and they lose focus, and the confidence sometimes gets shaken. So it's a very interesting proposition for the Islanders, especially when you got Kucherov. You got Victor Hedman was great in Game 1. Can Barzal do enough to contain him? And listen, I gotta see more from Everly. I gotta see more from Beauvillier. I gotta see more from that line. Yeah, Tampa. I just got that vibe, man. That Tampa, they got this dangerous vibe to them. They feel very scary. They don't feel like they're gonna let this up, and they got a point to prove. Not that the Islanders don't. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But they've been to the conference finals. What is it, Big Dog? 4 out of the last 6 years?
Something like that. Yeah, they've been, and they were in the Cup final in 15. They lost, but they went far. So they've been a deep team for years. They've been going far.
But that's what I'm saying. Finally, this feels like a Washington Capitals kind of situation where we've been there. We just can't get over the hump. This year, they look determined to get over the hump. Now, the Islanders might make this interesting where it's like, hold up. We ain't going out like that. And with Lou Lamoriello and Barry Trotz, I'd buy it. But I look at Tampa's talent and overall depth, and I'm like, I don't know how the Islanders win 4 games. Now, maybe you can tell me how it happens, but I don't know how they do it.
Their defensive game. They're going to have to keep up on the scoreboard for sure, which the Islanders throughout this playoffs have been able to do. I mean, they've scored at will. I do agree with you on Eberle. He's done some this playoff, but I got to see a lot more from him. But Beauvillier's been hot. Not the past couple of games. He's been on a cold streak.
Just chip and chase.
Chip and chase. Try and shut down that Tampa offense, which is not impossible to do. I mean, you've seen the Islanders against top offenses. When they're on their game, they've shut down Crosby and Malkin. They've shut down Ovechkin and Backstrom. They've shut down the Flyers. The Lightning are a good team. They are skilled. They are very fast. But the Islanders can match up. I really believe that. So they just got to stick to their game is the biggest thing, and they can't get down early. Now they can come back, but you can only do that so many times.
Let me ask you this: you go down 2-0. I'm just throwing this out there. You go down 2-0,
and Varlamov starting tonight.
So you got Varlamov in net. You go down 2-0, it might be over. And I don't think that's fair to say because the Islanders have earned the right to keep fighting. They've been grinding all year. I'm not dismissing them. Not at all. But I just think I look at Tampa, and Tampa just feels super ultra deep. Got weapons everywhere. And here's the thing. The defense of the Islanders has to play above their heads. Like, you got to get something from Zizekas. You got to get Clutterbuck.
It's got to be superb. Now, the one advantage we have, I mean, we have advantages, but one big one over Tampa is we have two viable goaltenders. They're only relying on Andrei Vasilevsky.
Well, Andrei Vasilevsky's been dominant during this bubble run.
And the other thing, too, though, you got to remember in Game 1, the Islanders had to travel from Toronto to Edmonton the next day. They just got off of playing a Game 7. Now, I'm not using that as an excuse, but this is why I believe they lost. Tampa Bay was in Edmonton a few days prior to that. They beat Boston in 5 games. So, of course, they're definitely going to look faster, and, you know, they were just better than the Islanders. Now, are they a solid team? Yes, but the Islanders, like the fact that all the Islanders are done if they lose tonight, that's not necessarily true. That's all I'm saying. The Islanders still have the spirit and the will to win. You've seen it throughout these playoffs.
Wait, Nick.
I'll give you that. But I believe you go down 2-0.
All right. I strongly disagree with that, but
of course you disagree with that because you got on the glasses on, but it's all good. I'm not mad at it. I'm just looking at it. Real quick, Skip.
All right. Oh, I thought you were gonna tell
No,
me.
go ahead. Take all the time you need.
Yeah, do you think?
Who did Tampa Bay beat to go to the conference finals?
Boston in 5.
And they kicked the living you know what out of the Bruins.
What do you think?
Bruins are good, right?
They
Bruins
are
good. Yeah.
What do you think it's going to take for the Islanders to win this series, Skip?
Defense, chip and chase, power play kill.
And a miracle.
You gotta kill the power play, and
that's another good point. Yep.
And get goals from the power play. Get in front, shoot.
You sounded like Butch Goring there. I like it.
No more passes anymore. Like, they do 100 passes in power plays. They barely shoot. Just get it to the net, and they'll deflect it, maybe.
There you go.
And then it'll go in the net. It's simple.
All right, guys. For the viewers that are watching, let's get some score predictions for the night. And real quick, I have one other football tidbit. Jalen Ramsey got his contract with the Rams. Was it for 4 years at $105 million, with 71 of that guaranteed? So the simple question is,
a lot of cash.
Where does that leave Jamal Adams with Seattle? Does he touch that? Does he get close to it? Does he snip 100 million? That's a big question for the Seahawks because the Rams just gave Jalen Ramsey what we call the brick truck bag. Like,
John, do you think Jamal Adams will eventually get a big contract?
Yeah.
AJ, you're just being a Ranger fan right now. I'm not.
I
I'm
said
not
4-2 Islanders. 4-2.
All right. I like it.
4-2. All right.
I'm going 5-2 Islanders.
I'm going 5-2 Lightning tonight. Hopefully it's a little bit more competitive than that. But if the Islanders don't win tonight, they're done. I hope for you they do, Nick, Kayla says.
Thank you, Kayla.
So it's a lot of doom and gloom here for your boys tonight, but
people want to doubt. It's all good.
Hopefully that doesn't go that way. Emilio has it 2-1 Tampa. Are we going to overtime, Emilio? Are we gonna kill these two while we're at it?
Stefan, I love this kid Garcia. I love him.
Yeah, Davey is his composure for a pitcher his age is different. He reminds me of a young Pedro Martinez with less stuff.
Yeah.
Just very, very composed on the mound for someone his age. 3-2 Lightning. Ooh, AJ got a close one there.
Couple of hot predictions.
Are we going overtime?
They're gonna say yes, just to bust my chest.
I'm gonna change the score. I'm going 4-3 Tampa, double overtime.
We thrive on everyone going against us, so it's all good.
Yeah, even the last series.
There we go, James.
Ooh. Nice. All right. Any parting shots, guys, from any of the viewers or any of you guys before we get on out of here? Oh, real quick, I have to bring up the Giannis point. Giannis said to Kumbo in his post-game presser yesterday, I'm not leaving Milwaukee. That is not a thought in my mind. I'm going to be a buck for overtime 100%. Woo!
Wow, no Giannis to the Knicks. No, that ain't happening.
Never coming to the Knicks. You need to stop that. If Giannis goes anywhere, he's going to Golden State or he's going to Miami.
Or Brooklyn.
You ain't going to Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're building a dynasty there in Brooklyn.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you, Kayla.
Listen, with all the love in the world, good luck, Nicky boy. Good luck, Johnny boy.
Wait, Stefan, I have two questions for you.
Yep.
What do you think about Michael King, and what do you think about Clark Schmidt?
Love them both. Got to see more.
Yeah, same.
That's how I put it. Love them both. Potential's there, but got to see more.
Yeah.
Oh, bold. Well, although not that bold, because the Nuggets been a thorn in people's sides all playoffs, so I can see that. And he bids you adieu with the Let's Go Lightning chant. Guys, thank you for
Let's go Islanders.
Let's go Islanders. And Jets and Yankees.
Not Yankees, but Jets and Islanders. Let's go.
Thank you for hopping on, John. We appreciate it. Big dog.
Thank you, man. This was fun, buddy. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, real quick, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, go subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
I'll tell you this. We're going to be putting exclusive content up on the YouTube channel that's not going to be on the main feed for everyone. So if you are your YouTube subscriber and you want more of the Nick and Steph show, but you don't want it on the main feed, then you might want to become a YouTube subscriber because you might be getting some bonus content probably in the next week or two after I talk to this fine fellow in the Islanders show. And we'll see where we go from there. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Big Dog, this was fun. Johnny boy.
Yes.
I'll see you down the road.
Love you, Skip.
See ya.
Talk to you soon. All right, let's go Islanders tonight.
Let's go Islanders.
All right.
4-2 Isles.
What's that?
Said 4-2 Isles.
All right.
See ya.
We'll see
All right,
what's up.
later.
Big dog, thanks. This was fun, man.
Thank you, man. Later.